drink, right? All adds up to a thrifty, luscious dessert. And on the side, serve A&P's own custom-ground 8 o'clock coffee. Hot or iced, the 1-pound bag is sale priced at just 55 cents. You save now at your New York, New Jersey Metropolitan A&P. A bottle cap stuck in his throat there, huh? Yes. Pepsi-Cola is available in one way, no deposit, no return bottle.
Everyone learn to live together.
It's the last half of People Gotta Be Free, folks. Yes, indeed, that's grand. That's People Gotta Be Free. This station is a veritable hubbub at 8 minutes past 6 in the morning. People are running in and out and everything. You wouldn't believe what's going on here. It's 8 minutes past 6 o'clock on the Herb Nostralander Ben Show. This Big Dan sitting in. Hey, listen, you've been waiting for the 68 car price line to break. Well, no. There it goes. The cheap Pontiac. Every last figure on the list has been blasted. And the cheap Smasheroo 500 car midsummer sellathon. Brand new 1968 Pontiacs at spectacular savings. 1968 Pontiac executive and demonstrator cars at more than spectacular savings. And a stock of action-ready, action-priced, prime condition used cars you got to see to believe. Impalas, Malibus, and they got Camaros, and they got Galaxies and Lids. That's LTDs and Mustangs and Peaboyds and Cadillacs and Weikerts and Continentals and Brums and 3-speeds and 4-speeds and Bashes and Buckets and Benches and Hardtops and Cockles and Muscles alive, oh, and fastbacks and convertibles and wagons and chicken flickers. You name it, the chances are better than excellent that you'll see it in the biggest supermarket of used cars in the East. And you got everything else going for you, too, at cheap Pontiac. Top trade allowance from anything from a car to a push cart, all the way up to $1,000 on a new 68 Pontiac on the spot credit. And the spot is right next to the manager's desk there. All the way up to 100%. So head for the hot one, the midsummer price blast at cheap Pontiac, Route 46, Little Falls, in the Patterson-Clifton area of North Jersey, just a mile west of the junction with Route 3, right across from Great Eastern Mills, where the Rappahannock meets the Monongahela and forms the Great Ohio River as it falls southward into the Mesopotamian Delta, overlooking the 50 beautiful feet of cracked concrete in the heart of downtown Cranston, Nebraska, open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. till 10 at night. That cheap Pontiac, they can save you a lot of money.
And now Schaefer introduces the new and haunting sound of Dina Javor.
77.
Palisades has the ride, Palisades has the fun.
You can swim in the world's largest outdoor saltwater pool at Palisades Amusement Park. Come on over. They got big free shows, and they got free merchandise. They got free parking, plus over 200 fantastic rides and sensational attractions. And one of their great rides they used to have was the Spyro Agnew. You remember that? It used to go round and round. It was great fun. This afternoon and tomorrow at Palisades Amusement Park, Johnny Brantley presents the Ohio Players, Billy Lamont, the Groovin' End, Giorgito and the band, plus many others, emceed by Hal Jackson. Great show and no extra charge. You really do have a ball when you come on over to Palisades Amusement Park. I just can't stop dancing. It's a strange pill, and my feet keep moving here. Oh, yeah. Yes, now let's race the clock. Ah, we lost again. Those are pictures of matchstick men, my dear. The status quo. And it's number 12 this week on WABC. It's 13 minutes before 7. Good morning to you.
77 WABC. Oscar Anderson.
Baby, turn on a tank. Turn on the Johnson, baby, baby, turn on a tank. Turn on the Johnson, baby. Johnson's baby oil soaks up the sunshine, tans you much faster, lasts so much longer, feels good all over, baby's your skin. Remember, baby, if you want a tan, turn on the Johnson.
We're hip too, hip too, hip too.
There's a hand reaching out of the broom closet. Oh, look, friend and lover in there. They're reaching out of the darkness. Isn't that wonderful? Number 2 this week in WABC. Yeah, that's good. Reach out of the darkness. Friend and lover, number 2 on WABC. It's 21 minutes before 5, 70 cloudy, WABC DP. Summer Music Power Radio, WABC. Coming up. It's called The Judge Was Here and Left. It's time for Action Central. I don't know what that means, but I thought it was, well, who cares? Time for Act, Don't Hiss, please. No, but there'll be no hissing in the control room. Action Central News, and we'll be back with more music.
News 5 minutes sooner from WABC Radio.
This is news from American Contemporary Radio, and I'm Stan Dale in Chicago. President Johnson and his wife, along with 43 ambassadors from Latin American countries, paid Hemisphere 68 a visit today. Mr. Johnson told an audience of more than 10,000 people.
Today, in these changing times, we see Americans striving to create conditions so that poor Americans and black Americans and Mexican Americans and American Indians can shape their own destiny. A man who is untrained for work or who is harassed by ill health, who cannot buy a decent house for his family or send his children to decent schools, has little independence himself, despite our 4th of July rhetoric.
Mr. and Mrs. Johnson returned to their Texas ranch following his speech at Hemisphere 68. More news from American Contemporary Radio in just 60 seconds.
You're pounding down the highway at the legal limit. At first it's fun, then it's routine. Finally, it's monotonous. And that's when the driving drowsies strike. Don't take extra chances. Pull over and fight back with No-Dose. No-Dose has the strongest stimulant you can buy without a prescription, and it's not habit-forming. No-Dose. No car should be without it.
About 2,000 demonstrators in Melbourne, Australia today marched on the U.S. consulate. The demonstrators broke almost every window in the consulate, painted the steps red, and threw smoke bombs and stones at the building. The demonstrators were reportedly protesting American involvement in Vietnam. About 50 anti-war demonstrators today tried to drown out a speech by Vice President Humphrey in Philadelphia. The demonstrators shouted, "End the war now and bring our boys home," as Humphrey delivered a 4th of July speech in front of Independence Hall in Philadelphia. Here in Chicago today, drivers for the Chicago Transit Authority are still out on their wildcat strike. I asked Pat McStay of the CTA what the situation looks like for tomorrow.
So far, we can't foresee what the situation will be for tomorrow's rush hour. We still have received no demand or grievance from the employees' bargaining representatives. However, we are urging the men to return to work, and we're hopeful that they will and recognize their obligation to the public.
McStay of the CTA here in Chicago says talks between dissident union members and their leaders broke off last night with no agreement in sight. The Congress on Racial Equality today went into their second day of their national convention at Columbus, Ohio. Correspondent Don Farmer gave us this report on the progress of the meeting.
The first thing I learned while covering this core convention was that it is a black meeting to solve black problems. White newsmen are not cordially welcomed here. Nor do these core people want to hear white men's opinions on what black men should do. The theme of this meeting is unity. The leaders are bringing together diverse elements of the black community. They may differ on how to solve problems, but there is total agreement that, in their words, the white man must get off our backs. CORE is headed toward militant black nationalism, whether white America likes it or not. This is Don Farmer at the CORE Convention in Columbus, Ohio.
In New York today, a bomb shattered windows at the Canadian National Tourist Office. The bombing of the Canadian office was one of 3 bombings in New York in the past 24 hours. Also hit was a bar and a parking lot known to be used by Cubans. The Canadian Tourist Office does business with Castro's Cuba. And that's the report from New York that's making contemporary news. The top stories right now are these. President Johnson, along with 43 ambassadors from Latin America, paid a visit to Hemisphere 68 today. About 2,000 demonstrators protesting U.S. involvement in Vietnam caused extensive damage at the U.S. consulate in Melbourne, Australia. Anti-war demonstrators today tried to drown out a speech by Vice President Humphrey in Philadelphia. Here in Chicago, the Transit Authority bus drivers are still out on strike, no settlement in sight. And one of 3 bombings in New York in the past 24 hours smashed windows of the Canadian National Tourist Office. That's the latest news. I'm Stan Dale in Chicago for American Contemporary Radio. A service of ABC News.
Here's the WABC weather report. Mostly cloudy this afternoon with the highest in the 70s. Clearing and cooler tonight with the low 55 to 60. Tomorrow mostly sunny with the highest 75 to 80. Partly cloudy later in the day with chance of a few showers. Right now, 72 degrees in New York under cloudy skies. News at 55 and 25.
WABC, New York.
More music on
77 WABC.
It's time for another little Hunky Ingram bed. Oh, yes. This is Jumping Jack Flash. What is that? Oh, it's a gas. No wonder. Oh, boy, is it. It's 5 o'clock and your Dan Ingram shambles at 77 Radio on WABC.
Super hit one, hit one, hit one.
Oh, #1 record. Herbie operating this little teeny tiny trumpet right here. This guy's in like with you. Oh, hang up's just like 6 minutes past 5. Groovy.
What number is this, Chip?
7A.
Okay, don't get excited, man. Oh, I could hide neath the wings of the bluebird.
Cool Gems album on Stereo 8, cartridge tape from RCA.
Yeah.
It's all from the birds, the bees, and the monkeys.
You dig?
And here's Davy Jones.
It sounds when you're in your car that you're in a recording studio with $100,000 worth of equipment.
On Stereo 8, cartridge tape from RCA.
Yeah, great.
Ja, senhores, niet eens wat niet draaien, ja. Er is niet iets niet waar. Er is niet iets wat er is.